So I've got these Sean Wotherspoon Gazelle indoors on a restock. Sadly, it's not my size, but I did sort of try them on just to see what they're like, and I was initially a bit skeptical of the trainer because the hemp material. I had a pair of Campus 00s and I just didn't get on with those. The hemp material was really rough, especially on the inside. It just felt like it was just grazing my toes each time I was wearing them, so I basically got rid of those. But these ones, they have a kind of like an inner lining which I think is kind of helps it along. So it has a kind of fabric inner lining inside as well, and it's kind of like these still, I think, the hemp material that's inside there, but it doesn't feel as rough to the touch. And I kind of sort of felt that with my socks, and I tried it with a couple of different socks and it seemed fine. And I also think the grip on this as well, it seems really good actually, because I had a pair of Sambas that I didn't really get on with either because of the fact that they slipped around a lot, especially in the wet. So I kind of didn't like those, and I didn't like the way they look on feet. And I think same for these, I don't like the way they look on feet. I actually like the look of the trainer, and I like the look of the Samba, for instance. And the Gazelles look really nice, but I just don't like the way they look on my feet. And I think these ones, I have to say, do look really, really nice. I love like any kind of trainer with sort of embroidery and detailing on there, and the fact that Sean Wotherspoon doesn't use any kind of materials that are sort of harmful to the environment. So this is all sort of tries to sort of go all natural materials on his trainers. So it's just a really cool pair. It's really different as well, kind of like the green and the maroon hits, and you get like an extra sort of lace with it as well. This red one, which I think will go really nice, especially with the heel tab. So it's a nice trainer, I think, but it's just probably not one for me. I do like it, but I just don't think I'll be able to pull it off in all honesty. But as you can see, it's got the kind of Sean Wotherspoon on the back as well, on the heel. I think it's going for quite a bit of money on the resale market as well. So here's the details for the Adidas Sean Wotherspoon Gazelle Indoor Hemp in green colour. And the colour scheme is Collegiate, green, cloud white and gum. And basically there's no sort of tech in this trainer, so it just comes with a gum cupsole. So it has all sustainable materials. That's kind of what the Sean Wotherspoon ethos is. And the price was £120. In terms of comfort and sizing, I think it has a firm sole. There's really not much give. They do feel comfortable on foot, but you don't expect it to kind of have any sort of bounce back or sort of really sort of softness. And the cork insole will kind of provide you with that kind of comfort really. Nothing else is kind of going to give you the comfort in there. But also with a cork inside, you have to kind of sort of break it in. I think these will kind of get fatiguing maybe after a while because of the hard sole. I think basically all these kind of Adidas retro Gazelles, Sambas, those kind of trainers are very much kind of the same sort of thing really. They're just kind of old tech, so don't expect too much kind of comfort. And again, there's not much support around the arch for this. It's just a very flat trainer, which isn't a bad thing sometimes. It just depends on what you need and when you need it. And the wearing time for this, because of the hemp material, I think it's around sort of 4 to 8 hours. I think once that kind of wears in, it should be okay. But I do sort of have sort of reservations around the hemp material from the inside and whether that kind of sort of grazes over your foot. It doesn't seem as harsh as other hemp trainers I've tried, but I don't know because I've not kind of worn them. And you can go true to size with these, in my opinion. So I think for most people, can go true to size. I think only if you have like a really wide foot, you kind of want to go up half size. But they have pretty much kind of got a lot of give to them, especially when you wear them in. And they have sort of standard grip. I think in terms of the way the trainer is, I don't think it's going to be sort of holding up well in the wet weather, in my opinion, because of the gum sole and also just the traction itself. It's not going to be great. I tried it on sort of flooring, but it seemed okay, but I'm just not 100% confident that would be great in the wet. In terms of the look and style, so it's using the Gazelle indoor silhouette, and it's a nice silhouette in my opinion. I like the pattern, the traction pattern that's on the sole itself, and I prefer this to the Samba in my opinion. They're kind of very similar, but I don't know, I kind of like the Gazelles better. And I like the sort of all over green with the embroidery on there as well, it just looks really nice. And I think these ones you can kind of wear sort of spring, summer, autumn. I wouldn't really wear them in the winter because I think they'll get ruined really quickly because of the sort of sustainable materials that are in there. And I think with these ones they're kind of casual, sort of smart casual. I don't think you can dress them up too much. I think if it was a bit more of a plain sneaker, then you can do. But with this one, I think it's more on the smart casual side. And I think you can go with like a range of different options in terms of laces. So you can go with like the white, the burgundy that comes with it. You could also do green, and then also brown as well to kind of match with the gum sole. So in terms of my final thoughts, I think I like the fact that it's got the embroidery on there and the kind of details with the logo and things like that. It just looks really nice and really different to other trainers that I've seen. And I'm a big fan of the colour scheme as well. I think they've done a really good job on the colours that they've used as well. It just pops. And kind of, for good or worse, I do like the fact that they're using sort of sustainable materials. I mean, that's a good thing. However, I think in terms of the cons, I'm not sure if the silhouette is for everyone really. I think with the Gazelles and Sambas and those types of trainers, it kind of suits a certain kind of person really, and I'm kind of not one of them really. And in terms of the other thing as well, the comfort, I have a question mark over the hemp material itself. However, this isn't a trainer that's going to give you a lot of kind of comfort at the end of the day. It's not using any kind of special tech in there. It's very much a sort of 60-70 year old trainer. So in terms of the ratings, I give the look and style a 5. I think it looks really, really nice, and that's what kind of attracted me to the sneaker. But the issue is just like I said, the comfort. It's just, for me, it's just one of those things that which I'll kind of bear with if it was a nice trainer and it kind of suited my style. I would definitely kind of keep them, but it's just not for me. And in terms of the quality, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I like the fact that they use sort of sustainable materials, but I think the problem is the hemp material on the inside is going to kind of, I think, graze in your foot, and then also the cork insoles just take time to sort of wear in. So whilst I know they're using sustainable materials, but if they kind of used more sort of the leathers and have a really nice insole, then you'd have a better trainer in terms of comfort as well. And in terms of pricing, I'll give that a 4 out of 5. It's just priced a little too high in my opinion. It's £120. I know it's a collab, but at the same time, I think these Gazelles, I think they usually retail sort of £90. So if it was, I think £110 was probably a good price, because you pay sort of delivery on top on that as well. And overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's a really nice sneaker. However, it's because it's not my kind of thing that I would normally wear. I think that's kind of the main reason really. But I think if you really, really like the sneaker and you can kind of pull off the look, then it's easily a 5 in my opinion. I think it's one of the better sort of Sean Wotherspoon trainers.